Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. So good to see you all. How you doing? Happy Convergence, everybody. 30 people in the room. Thank you so much, Zane, for the push. Happy 2019 No Man's Sky Convergence, everybody. What a day. What a day. Like, what happened today? Like, it's been a great weekend so far. Like, I think Cobra thought that maybe the Convergence wasn't going to be that great this year. I beg to differ. Because I saw something like we gave out 3 mega prizes. Like, there was that. Okay. 2 people got VR headsets on various platforms. Some person got a $300 gift card on Xbox because they may never get VR, unfortunately. Can everybody hear me all right? How's the sound, everybody? How are we doing? Let's join a random game, huh? So to start off with, first off, thank you so much for coming by, hanging out with me today. I don't stream often. I used to. I'm more of a content creator, editor than I am just a straight up streamer. But man, I had to get in on the Convergence, y'all. I love Cobra. I love what y'all do. So it's really cool to see people supporting the Convergence, supporting your content creators. Snow got defeated today. I witnessed that. That was what? That took like more than a year to happen. Jeez. R.I.P. Snow. He was a good sport about it too. I figured if you're sitting on the throne for so long, you know, you're probably humbled when you're taken off of it. You know, so good on him. He's a crack shot for sure. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. I'm going to be going for a couple of hours here until 7 o'clock Eastern time, and then I'm going to push y'all to my broski, Mr. Loot-tastic, aka Just Jared. He hasn't streamed in a while that I've seen, so this is going to be super good for him. But some of you, if you've been seeing my videos here lately, you'll notice that I've been running some modded footage, and everybody seems to really love this ship. So I figured that I would pimp that shit. So good. This must be somebody else's freighter. This is a really nice fleet this dude has. Thank you, Stripe, so much for the donation and the support. Man, donations, y'all don't know how good and how much that helps. Like, you have no idea how much that helps. Because LZ is broke ass. Speaking of hurt butts, dual paladin. This is my... Wow, this freighter is amazing. Who is this? I just joined a random game to say hello. I wonder if I should land. I don't know if they're on the freighter. Let's take a look. Let's go say hi, shall we? Strives you to man. Thank you so much. See if I can find this person and go say hi. Go redo my person too. See, I don't see their indicator anywhere. Let's go up here. Have to land on some planets too. So for those of you that don't know, I'm playing modded No Man's Sky, and this mod has been created by Red Mist. This is the No Man's Sky Fantasy mod. I usually play on PS4, but I so much more enjoy capturing footage on the PC version, just because it's prettier. It's the frame rate is a lot more stable, and then you got mods, right? Mods that are super good looking. All right, I guess he's not here. Where'd this person go? there's an indicator when they are. Did he leave when I joined? $50. Hey, look at y'all. Thank you so much for the subscription there. I'd see $50. I haven't played No Man's Sky in a while. Glad there are people sticking with it. It's finally turning into the game I was hyped for over a full year. And Matthew, thank you so much, first off, for the support. I appreciate that. Y'all have no idea how much that helps. The people are saying this, right? Joshua, thank you so much for the donation. Y'all are excellent. I've been streaming 5 minutes. I would say though, and more preferably, if you're gonna donate and things like that, obviously Super Chat is the option. Also, Legacy Zero shirts. At least get something out of your donation, right? So those are on the links down below. If you like good feeling, good logos. But people love this shit. People love No Man's Sky recently. I have noticed that a lot of the major avenues for the general negativity that No Man's Sky used to perpetually experience, that conversation has overwhelmingly shifted, very surprisingly. Now, of course, Sean kind of opened up the wounds a little bit when he started telling Fallout 76 and Anthem to just shut up and work. People didn't really like that. But, oh boy, this is going to be a low frame rate planet here. That happens sometimes with this mod. But, my stream goof? Is the stream still going? Let me refresh. Okay, turn the game audio down. Will do. Thank you so much. Yeah, y'all let me know how the audio goes, because I am garbage at audio when it comes to balancing things out. So I'll make sure to fix that up. How's that? Is that better? Just a little quieter? Can do. It's a stormy planet too. All right, there we go. Not so bad. Approximately 50% more. Little less. That should do it. There we go. Let's try to fix that. All right. How's that? You know what I think I'll do? I think that I will close this. Just watch the chat from my phone. How's that sound, everybody? Bear with me, everybody. This sound is really loud. And I don't know why it's doing it. Oh yeah, it definitely sounds like one. How's the sound now? A little more balanced? Yeah, these planets are going to look pretty cool because they're modded, obviously. So you're not going to see these in vanilla No Man's Sky. It's not going to happen because they are definitely pretty. I wonder what this actually looks like in vanilla right now. The frame rate's rough too on it. I have volume issues, I think. Alright, hang on. I have no idea why it's doing that. Let me try to... Bear with me, everybody. Sorry about all that. Let's see... You know what? I think there it is. I found the problem. There was a hidden desktop audio 2 on in my program here. I think we got it. Let me know. How about that? Is that better? Oh, homeboy left the game. Let's go back and... you can, but I didn't realize that I had a hidden desktop volume 2 in there, and that was my problem. You know what? When I used to stream a lot, people would complain about that all the time, and I never knew why. Because it was hidden. Damn it. So here I am. I'm turning down the volume, and it's doing nothing. I don't know why that's the case. Looks like somebody else donated to my PayPal down below, too. A Poe. Thank you so much for that. I saw that, too, just now. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are fantastic. Let's see. So I just joined somebody else's game. And I think he just left again. Stop leaving, dude. I'm trying to play with you. So this is usually how I capture footage. So when I'm putting up videos for whatever it is that I'm talking about on the channel, I will literally sit here. No games found, huh? What's up with that? I will literally sit here for an hour or two and just find pretty locations and just record them, and then feature them with this mod throughout the footage in the game. So it's. Does anybody want cross-play? Dual Paladin says, absolutely. I think not only should we have cross-play, we should have cross-save. Because there's quite a few people that own the game on multiple platforms. So yeah, let's do it. He left. It's like these people keep leaving when I join them. They're like, no, leave me alone. Yeah, likes would definitely be appreciated for sure. I look forward to what happens with No Man's Sky, particularly for No Man's Sky Online. Like, I hope it's really significant. I really do. I hope it's like, even if they're going to do something like add Battle Royale or whatever, like, just think about Battle Royale with Hello Games spin on it, right? How awesome would that be? Looks like we got a lot of buried ruins on here. That's one of the aesthetics to this mod. Super cool. Definitely, yeah. Cross-play, cross-save. Destiny 2 is doing that right now. I think that's super awesome. Sony is, of course, really stingy with that stuff, unfortunately. It takes a little bit of backlash from player bases, you know. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm with the need of cross-play, cross-save. Like, that is for sure a definite. I am not willing to rule out No Man's Sky on the Nintendo Switch, by the way. Just so you know. Just so you know. I think it can be done. I think it would be trash. Like, it would not be a very good looking game unless they, you know what, if they did it, I think they should lean into that aesthetic, you know? Oh, no, I mean, I sort of switched subjects off of crossplay, my bad. Um, that was a separate topic that I sort of blended into without much of a without much of a segue, right? But I was more talking about No Man's Sky Online and what that could look like. And I don't usually play with other people. I usually play with myself, but I'm really looking for a reason to play with other people, and in a significant way that's more than just, you know, wandering planets, right? Co-op, PvP, or, you know, stuff like that. That is a giant Gek head. I have never seen that before. Wow. Look at that. You know what I think they should do for PS4, honestly? I think they should do what they did for, sort of like Minecraft, right? Like, sort of create your own seeds. Like, that'd be pretty cool. I have a friend who has an Xbox and have a PC, and it's BS that I can't play with them. I mean, they're both Microsoft. Now, what's weird, too, and I agree with you, Microsoft and PC are way bigger into crossplay than Sony is with, like, other platforms. Especially Xbox. But this is amazing. I have not seen this part of the mod yet. Look at that big old Gek head. That's fantastic. Some kind of PvE, a PvE, like PvE raids and stuff, that would be amazing. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, this mod has been pretty awesome. I've been playing with this mod for a while. I took a break from Rayrod's mod for a while and went with this one. Mostly because it's got really super good shaders, but, wow, look at that. Take a photo of that. That's impressive. That's huge. Dungeons, I put out a video a few months back. I think it was like January or so. That talked about No Man's Sky 2.0, and this was before we knew about Beyond. But yeah, Dungeons was one of the things that that I asked for in that list. It was like a top 10 what we'd like to see in the next big update. You know, Dungeons, PvP and PvE raids. What else? No more ARG, just lay it on us straight, which they seem to be ignoring. They went back to their quiet time. This world is wonderful. Look at all these extra ruins just sticking out of sand here. This is great. Too much information? Sorry, Blind Vision. Your name, Blind Vision, goes with that too much information, too. What about variety? No lie, if the only thing that No Man's Sky and Hello Games did with No Man's Sky from here on out after Beyond is just crank out new assets by the dozens and maybe even the hundreds at a time to just cram into No Man's Sky for variety, I'd be alright with that. I'd be okay with that. I can get along with that just fine. Yes, yes. Look at this dark clock tower thing, just sort of off in the distance. That's really cool. Yes, this mod is fantastic. I don't think I have a link in the description, by the way, but it's No Man's Sky Fantasy mod. If you search that, it's like the top search result. It's good stuff. I want a survival and space update, as well as variety. If I had to conjecture what the third piece of Beyond is, it will be that. Space update. I should make a video about that, I think. Yeah, the mod is really cool. Look at that imagery, y'all. That's not very well lit, but let me go this way. Take a screenshot of that. Wow. Exploration is not as fun anymore. I think for exploration, you got to give me things to look for. It's not enough to just land on a planet and then go sightseeing, kind of like what we're doing now. When I go exploring, I expect to find things, right? Have you ever played Subnautica? I have played Subnautica, but I think I played it before the big update. So I think I haven't played it in a while, but and in my 2.0 video, I had said that, right? And I also did a video about loot too, that they have what seems to be already a loot mechanic of sorts. They just need to exploit it in a way, right? I want to be able to find multi-tools easier. Like if I see a chest, you know, on the surface or something, like that would be really cool to open it and suddenly find like an upgrade. And somebody's like, where do you get that upgrade? And I'm just like, I found it on a planet. It was in a chest in the middle of nowhere, right? That's exploring to me. And I think all they have to do is just sort of mix up what they already have in the game, to be honest, and like better utilize it. It'd be better. I think we'll see something new to see, make the game feel new. I'm not even interested in VR, really. Like, I get a lot of headaches if I'm not careful. It's a vision thing, and maybe even a little bit of a vertigo thing, but I'm really excited for... I'm very excited for the optimization that they're going to bring in. I think that's... I'm really excited for that. Smoother game? I am not running on the experimental branch right away. It actually made my game run worse. Then again, I am also not on AMD. That might be why. In my opinion, original No Man's Sky had more cool and varied planets. I think it did. I think No Man's Sky really didn't need to do much in terms of graphics. I did like the fact that they added like a 4K textures and some better lighting and stuff like that. But I don't think they really needed to change the art too much. And I think a lot of people in the community agree that they sort of went overboard with the aesthetics, right? I mean, I think they're cool, but and gosh, I don't like to moan about the pre-release footage. I don't, you know, like that feels petty to me. Like anything can change for a game in a couple of years, which I'm okay with that. But there's a lot of charm that I think that those initial trailers before launch had, which were really, really cool. And I think they strayed away from that a little bit. So I think with Beyond, I hope they just go in and go all out and just adding colors back, even if they have to sacrifice some graphical bells and whistles. What the hell was that just now? Optimization is good, and that optimization has to be on point too. PSVR will not accept sub 60 frames. They just won't do it. So maybe that's what's taking forever. Maybe they sent it up for Sony's review and Sony was like, nope, you got frame drops or something. Yeah, but I think it was cool that they added, you know, cool details and stuff with the graphics, but look at this beach. Man, the frame rate here is just all over the place. I can't blame the game for that, though, because this mod is a little, as you can see, it's a little aggressive. But it looks good. It looks really good. Green grass. We don't see that often, do we? Not anymore. Yeah, the frame rate on this planet, it doesn't help that my processor is kind of junky, or kind of showing its age now, but need this planet in vanilla? Yeah, something like it. Yeah, see, look at these treasure chests over here. Like, I want to be able to find something like this rare in the wild, and when you open it, like, there's a multi-tool in there, or there's an upgrade, or there's an exotic something, or a range of different chances of things. Like, this would be exploration to me. Simple stuff like this. I mean, obviously these things should be more rare than what they are, but, like, they shouldn't be everywhere. But if I were to find this in, like, a cave or something like that, like, give me a reason to go out looking for this stuff, and I would be I'd be happy with just that. I think everything in the game that they need for exploration is already there. They just, I think, need a better... I'm gonna get off this planet, because this frame rate is like a slideshow in certain spots. And honestly, you know what they should do? You know, I don't think cities would be the greatest idea, at least not in the current game, because it would just be a performance hog, probably. But at the same time, I have not found this guy yet. I think he left already. But instead of having these random 2-room buildings just sort of spread out, like, use the existing base building tech that you already have and just procedural it to death, right? I think that would be neat as well. Look, it's an opulent system. Let's see. Out of jump range. I forgot that I got a baby ship. You know what I've never found? I have never found an abandoned space station. Ever. I mean, to be fair, I have barely been looking, but... Got my PS4 7 months ago and started at the start it ran fine, never crashed. And 2 months ago it started crashing every 5 minutes. And that's something I've noticed too with mine on PS4, is that towards the beginning it performed well, and now it's got some frame drops, which is weird. I'm on PS4 Pro. Look at that ship. That freighter is badass. Let's see what's in this thing. I don't usually play on PC, so this ought to be interesting. You're a disappointment to your mother and I. Oh, it's unplayable, huh? You might think about uninstalling it, reinstalling it. Maybe that would help. I don't want to shoot the freighter. I don't know if that's even a thing anymore, but it used to. If you hit the freighter with one bullet, they would ignore you. I definitely called for shipbuilding. Yes. That was a divisive comment in my community too. People didn't agree with that as much as I thought they would. They were like, "No, we like the RNG better." And I'm like, "You like spending hours or even days searching systems for random ships and random classes when you could just build one?" Procedural Travers here, what's up? He's my dad, even though I'm pretty sure I'm older than him. He's still my dad. He's one of the best dads in the creator-verse. God, everybody's going after this one ship. This actually feels kind of nice. It's smooth. Why won't you die? I feel like I've shot this guy forever. I want this freighter. I hope they will change the planet outer atmospheres. They're way too thick and cartoony, especially for, yeah, like especially for like the clouds that sort of show up haphazardly. That looks like the planet's surface is covered in cotton balls. Where are you going? Don't you run from me. PT, I'm running the Redmus Fantasy mod. That's all I got. Seems to be a pretty good compilation. This is how I usually capture my footage most often. Journey milestone accomplished. Look at all these ships. This is a huge fleet. Yep, fantasy mod. I took a break from Rayrod's mod about 6 months, or about a few months ago when this one came out and started using it. Rayrod, I think, he's working on a different one, but he seems to have an obsession with, like, Earth-like stuff. Like, let me see how earthy I can make this game, and, you know, love Rayrod, but I don't play No Man's Sky to look for Earth things. I prefer the unearthly things. We need to support space games on consoles. Yeah, definitely. Elite Dangerous is on console now too. I need to pick that up. I love Elite Dangerous. That requires a little more time though. This is the only space game? No, not on console. We got Elite Dangerous. There's that one that's kind of like a roguelike. It's not exactly No Man's Sky. It's like space battles primarily, but I forget the name of it. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? It started on an Xbox. I think it's still on Xbox. Yeah. I forget the name. How much would you like for this C-class freighter? Like, I don't even care. I don't have a freighter yet. Or I do. But it's this little dinky man. I'm gonna... I should have actually... Oh, Everspace. There you go. That's the one. More of a combat roguelike than anything. But yeah, you got it. Starbound is still making its way towards console. If you haven't played Starbound, I highly recommend it. It's like a 2D No Man's Sky. When that game first came out, I must have put like 350 hours into it, like straight. It was bad. Am I using Streamlabs? I'm not using Streamlabs OBS. No. I'm working on doing that, though, when I eventually fire my podcast back up. I was going to do that at the end of June, but I was like, I'm going to delay that because I want to make sure it looks cool. But nope, just basic OBS. I am using Streamlabs for, like, the donations and stuff like that, yeah. And the chat. Ooh. Speaking of Earth-like. Earth-y. Yeah, it might help to just delete it and reinstall it, but it could be a save bug too, so I just hope they fix that. Starbound is super good. I think it's cheap too. I think it's like 20 bucks. 20 bucks, 30 bucks. But the main draw of Starbound is actually just, even though it's a No Man's Sky-like, but yeah, that's my favorite thing about this mod is the filters. The filter is, look at that. Look how pretty that is. It's amazing, isn't it? I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, Starbound. I recommend it, y'all. Y'all missed out on the sale, though. But I hope it's coming to consoles soon. They've been working on it for a while. But it's a super good game, y'all. Ooh, hello. Hi there. Run from me! Starbound is, it literally is Terraria in space. Yeah, it's literally made by the people that made it, or some of the people that made it. But I could dig to planetary cores for days in that game. Oh, it's $15 now? That's a steal, y'all. If you're looking at, you know, time over investment in your games, like $15 for Starbound is a killer. And that's why I don't understand why people complain about $60 for No Man's Sky, because to me, the time that you put into it is the money that you get out of it, right? I mean, you know, I can spend $60 on a Call of Duty and put 50, 60 hours into it, maybe playing a lot of multiplayer or whatever. But I got my money's worth. And when this game launched, people were like they were playing it for 50 hours and then demanding a refund. And I'm like, how petty is that? You can't do that. That's not, like, you're just gaming it at that point, right? You can't do it. I want a refund after I've experienced most of the game. Get out of here. And buying DLC, yeah. That's another, like, that's the point where I feel nobody has an argument against this game. You know, be mad about the launch if you want. That's fine. Whatever. But the fact that we're in year 3, it still has a pretty dedicated base, and it hasn't charged another dime since launch, other than the entry price. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. Sean could have actually blatantly and egregiously lied to me at launch, which I don't feel that he did. But even still, look at that. Yeah, everything is much more colored. There's some really good filters in here, Natalie. Like, I'm impressed. That's why I started using it, because it just looks good. I didn't even know what it was until somebody retweeted it into my Twitter feed, I think. And I was like, man, that's the light rays. And I should get a mod for the clouds, though. Something that makes the clouds a little more high res. But other than that, it looks good. Let's see, what's the story with this guy? I don't really like acid planets, though. Didn't somebody join my game just now? Oh, wow, look at that color over there. That's something they haven't added to this game that I kind of hope they do, is auroras. Especially to, like, radioactive planets. That'd be great. Oh, wait. This says abandoned. Hang on. This is an abandoned space station, right? Let me see. It is! Look at that! I don't think I meant to do that. I want more of this stuff. Now just imagine in Beyond, right, that you see something, you come across this, right? You warp into this system. There's like a distress signal or something like that, and you arrive, and this place is clearly destroyed, and you're like, what happened? And so you go in, and then like the whole building, like this whole place is just explorable, like with treasure and loot or whatever, but there is stuff on it that's trying to kill you, right? I would pay for that. I would pay for that kind of entertainment. Like, That is No Man's Sky to me, or what I want out of No Man's Sky is for me to just see something like this and be like, something clearly went wrong here. And then you go in and the entire place is like top to bottom procedurally generated and it's filled to the brim with angry aliens. That would be great. Yeah, just one biome in planets. Yeah, I'm with you there. I think it's more of a tech thing. Like, at least the beginning. Like, the beginning tech wasn't. Look at this. God, this is creepy. I don't think I've only ever been on one of these once. And this was, I think, during the weekly activities after Next. One of the systems I think they had one of these. Yeah, these are amazing. I mean, I'm getting Dead Space vibes. Like, amazing. Just imagine going into a place like this and suddenly you're just getting attacked by the worst thing. I mean, just the sound and the atmosphere alone is on point. Like, they did a really good job with this. I want to be able to explore something like this for hours. You know what I mean? And it's the old station too, which, yeah, I definitely agree. But like, they should have like corridors and stuff, rooms, and just procedural generate the whole thing. That'd be awesome. Listen to that sound. I don't think Paul Weir gets enough credit for his job on this game. Look at this. This is definitely worth a picture. I think I might post these to Twitter after, because, man, look at that. That's creepy. Is this the new update? No. So we are, we're playing the next update currently. Or the most recent update. But the Beyond update won't be here until any day now, really. Because Sean has been known to just drop updates out of nowhere. But probably sometime in August, more than likely. The Atlas Pass would be really cool. I still think they should probably do something like a No Man's Sky Online beta or something like that with those Atlas Passes. Like the code that you have on the back of it is actually a beta key. Because right now it's just a piece of paper to me. I mean, it has a little bit of sentimental value, but you know, you can actually buy stuff from this still. This place is super awesome. It's got basic stuff for sale. Like, I want to be able to explore this. Like, I'm a little creeped out right now. You're saying this Tuesday? Man, that's bold. That is bold. I don't think that would happen, though. But then again, we'll never know. I mean, Sean has been known to just randomly drop trailers. He's done it. Been meaning to get this game. Looks a lot of fun. Man, you should have got it. The Steam sale was last week. It was like $25. It was or $25 or $30, so it was 50% off. I would have jumped on that. Let's see. It might actually go on sale again. Honestly, like with every major update, it has gone on sale. So, look at that. This is amazing. Might use this as a thumbnail. Come on, get off the screen. Thank you. Woo! Yeah, and you know what? I mean, I'm impatient with it too, but you know, and what's weird about the No Man's Sky community is that every time it's been a long time between updates and communications, like, these folks want to fight and go at each other's throats and stuff like that. And all I have to say is, man, we've done this before. You know, this is not new to us, you know, waiting for an update, right? This is not a new thing. So there is so much, like right now I'm using the Far Cry 5 map editor. I love to make multiplayer maps. I recommend Metro Exodus while we wait, right? That is the best game of the year. The best. It's super good. Highly recommend Metro, especially if you've played the other games and you liked them. Metro Exodus is a very good game. Very good. Very good atmosphere. Very good gunplay. If you have Xbox One and Game Pass, it's free on Game Pass. Very highly recommend that one. Starbound, as I said, if you're looking for something No Man's Sky-ish to hold you over. See, let's give me something good here. What have we got? Terraforming catastrophe. Something went wrong. Warframe. You know what? I have not visited Warframe since launch. And I hear it's super good. I hear it's very good. Terraforming catastrophe. Let's see how catastrophic. Landing area not clear. Really? There we go. Warframe definitely. Natalie says next trailer July 17th. Update July 24th. I could only hope. I really hope for that to be true. Because, man, there's some really high mountains in this planet. I actually played the Metro games over the last couple weeks, Metro 1 and 2. Yeah, Metro 1 and 2 are kind of older. Last Light was my game of the year that year too. Last Light was very good. I don't know. Like, I just love that that sort of post-apocalyptic, post-nuclear war type like aesthetic, that feeling. Like, I don't know, it's my fetish or something. This mountain is so high I can't see the ground down below, or barely. Yeah, Exodus was good on its own. I mean, you technically don't really have to play the other two games, but if you like Exodus, I recommend the other two. Just know that the other two, Metro 1 and 2, are not like, they're not like open world-ish like Exodus was. But Exodus did open world right. Like, it's not often that you see a game that does open world so good. Like, it isn't filled with garbage and time wasters and... PT, good to have you always. Man, yeah, it is late over there. Y'all are crazy. My old ass would have already been in bed. Love this mod. They did really good with just overall sculpting of planets. What is this? Sodium. Doesn't look like sodium. I think streamers with high views should interact with their audience, honestly. You know, like, people are joining in and saying hi. Like, I'm not a gigantic channel. Like, I've gotten actually most of my growth here this year than any other year beforehand, and people are like, well, why don't you have more subscribers? And I'm like, well, let's be honest. I have not done the greatest in keeping up. Yes, it's black. Why is it black? Looks like a ooze. It definitely helps to have a more regular upload schedule. That's for sure. Somebody joined my game, and I don't think they didn't show up. I don't see them anymore. I like joining people's games. I want to be that guy. If No Man's Sky doesn't become anything else, I just want to be that guy that joins other people's games in like survival and whatnot, and just gives them stuff like, here's some money, or here's some valuables that you can sell. They might have left, or I might have left, one or the other. All right. Where to now? Like I just do this. Like typically, the Mr. Beast of No Man's Sky. No, that's Cobra. Well, no, he does more streams and subcasts than anything. But me, I like to put out opinion pieces, and I like to talk about things, right? I'm a, talker, debater person, or whatever. I enjoy that kind of content. Giving away Fusing Igniters. Like, who is this guy? Is he the Robin Hood of No Man's Sky? MZK is pretty good too. He's kind of slowed off. He's waiting for Beyond to get here. Because he just doesn't want to retread content. Me, I think there's plenty to talk about, right? Most of mine is just saying, hey, here's this feature or this thing. Here's how I think it could become better, or here's what I think No Man's Sky needs to be more mainstream, or let's speculate. I do like speculation. There's a lot of folks that hate it. I don't know why. I think speculation is fun. I don't see what the problem is. I like a good, healthy conversation about what could be or whatever. A lot of the times we're wrong, but that's okay. Man, the filter on this planet is super bright here. Like, just take a moment. I think these planets, these assets on these planets are the best looking in No Man's Sky. Like, look at how well they're put together, and then look at how good the texture is. Check out the texture on that thing. Like, it's just basic cracked concrete or something, but like, look at how detailed it is. That's good. Make great content. I like the fact you cover the broad selection of games and the industry as a whole. Yeah, I wouldn't mind expanding, but I tell you what, like, covering anything else other than a thing is tough. It's definitely tough. My videos that are generally not No Man's Sky related typically do 100 or 2. Need this mod on PS4? Yeah, it'd be good. It might have some performance problems, though. Play this game every week, sometimes every day since launch. I don't know. I do like to, after an update has sort of ran its course for a little bit, I do like to put it down for a while. And then it's super fun to come back to. I tell you what, I will never get tired of landing and taking off on planets. Like, just entering atmosphere, that's my kink. Why is it smoking? Notes, it says alluring pheromones. All right, that's why it's smoking. That's context I needed. Those are pheromones. It's not that tough. Yang Yang can knock out videos daily. He's got a format though. I just don't like talking about negative stuff that much. Like, I went through that phase, and honestly, like, I think making videos that are constantly ragging on something negatively sort of perpetuates the negativity worse than the actual subject, right? Like, and I used to, Young Yeah used to be really good for, like, Metal Gear content and just sort of appreciating things. But now, like, he's driving on those cynical clicks, you know? That's, like the Jim Sterling bag. Like, and now, good, don't get me wrong, Jim Sterling does really good work sometimes. His video that he did on the whole surprise mechanic loot box controversy was very, very good. Well informed, very informative. Like, it wasn't just him crying about microtransactions. It was like he like interviewed people that had gaming addictions and loot box addictions, and sort of took the industry to task on how they sort of manipulate your mind to get you to just drop more money. And you have to look at a game like No Man's Sky and appreciate that they haven't done that and that they don't need to. Because No Man's Sky is not necessarily a business model for them so much as that it's just business continuity, right? This thing creeps me out. Look at it, it's moving. It's like War of the Worlds. Metal Gear was the time I saw him, and now he seems dead. Like, he's grown more than what he was in his Metal Gear days, because his videos are just these sort of consumer advocacy negativity. Like, this developer said this thing and it was offensive, and this is not how you should treat your customers, blah blah blah. And I'm like, Sean Murray apparently lied to a bunch of people, but then spent 3 years making it all better. I got no complaints, right? I'm not that vain. Oh my god. That is... Looking at this from this angle is very... Just take some time to appreciate that, y'all. Alright, we're moving on. There's a little adult content for you there. You know what I had thought about doing for my content is I had thought about chasing after the cynical, angry gamer clicks, but then when you actually get into the video, it's wholesome and informative, and hey, let's not be so angry and maybe take a look at this objectively. Let's not act like a bunch of entitled gamer brats and see things from the angle of the developers too. Right. Like, I don't think it's fair to lump Hello Games in with a AAA developer. Hello Games almost died as a studio cranking this game out, right? Like, they crunched for God knows how many hours in the final weeks to make this happen. Sean Murray sold his home to make this studio, right? I heartily doubt that this man sort of blatantly twisting his mustache was like, I'm gonna align with a bunch of gamers, meh, you know, like that. He doesn't give me that vibe. You know, Todd Howard gives me that vibe, right? Todd Howard literally spent 30 minutes on stage at an E3 talking about Fallout 76 and giving everybody this super cool presentation on it, and it launched. It was a junky game, and then he came out months later and was just like, oh yeah, we knew that was gonna happen. It's not the Fallout you're used to. We knew it was going to be this tough subject. And it's just like, man, you're Bethesda. You can afford to delay your game, and you can afford to make it right at launch, right? Todd Murray. Yeah. Like, there's a big difference. Let's see. I like these sort of non-station stars here lately. This is definitely the first time I've streamed in what feels like months. I did have a regular schedule going after next, but at that point, like, my wife and I had a baby, and like it just became too much. Scaly planet, what does that mean? Todd Murray was funnier though. Don't forget, after my stream is done, Mr. Jess Jared, aka Loot-tastic, is going to be streaming after this. So yeah, I think this is going to be his first stream in a while too. So I'm going to pop a link to his stream right before right before I'm done. Okay, I'm out of control here. Todd Murray, that still made me laugh. Todd Howard was yeah, from Bethesda. And Todd Howard has a long history of bullshitting people, like on camera. You know, Sean Murray saying some weird out of context stuff about his game that never happened as a first timer. I'm a little more inclined to forgive him, but I gotta admit though, Todd Howard is a good speaker. Yeah, he's a great presenter. Like, he's not afraid of the crowd. He's definitely not afraid. I'm running into a wall. He's good at BSing. That's that intent that I talk about, right? Sean Murray shouldn't have spoke so nebulously about his product, too. Don't get me wrong. Like, that, in hindsight, was an absolutely... He's one that said you can climb that mountain. Nathan, this is a mod. That's right. These biomes do exist in the game, but the mod is for terrain. It's for filters. Just pretties it up a lot. You've been planet jumping for the most part. Todd Howard Chess Club video? I don't think so. I did see the compilation of Todd Howard Lies video. Just pictured Mario coming out of this tube. What happened to the Mushroom Kingdom? Whew. Yeah, I tell you, these planets are pretty sick. It's pretty. This is the, if you're on PC, this is the No Man's Sky Fantasy mod by Redmus. It's like the top Google search. What is verdant? I see it a lot, but I don't feel like I understand what the meaning is. Oh, okay, I see. Starbulb, never mind. Where do you get mods for PC? I just picked up the game for PC and didn't see any mods on Steam. Yeah, you won't see any mods on the Steam Workshop. I could probably do a Google for you, or if somebody has the link for it. Nat, if you have the link for it, I don't know if you've seen that, but I don't know if you're still here. Let me land. Holy Flora. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it's on Nexus Mods. I just noticed my daughter's creeping into the camera. She's over there creeping in. Let's see. Let me grab a link to this quick. Do your work, Google. Let's see. Canthro, what's up? Long time no see. No Man's Sky Fantasy Mod. Yeah, first search result. And then you'll have to create an account, which I think is stupid, but Nexus Mods is typically that way, where they just don't care much. They're like, make an account or else. My computer is running extra slow because I'm streaming right now. But in just a second, as soon as this comes up, I can pop a link. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. There it is. There's your link for you. That's your fantasy mod there. Yeah, I'm waiting for the patch notes too. Like, I'm just gonna. Oh wow! Look at the colors on this guy. Wow! Oh Jesus! Look at that purple and red together. This is. I don't think I've seen these color combinations ever. Hoo boy! Look at that. That's crazy. And it's running halfway decent too. 40 frames. It's better than jumping all over the place. Some of these planets, like, it just doesn't matter how good a computer you have. It just tanks. Like, it has to catch up sometimes. There's some... Hey guys. So, whoa, hey. Think Rayrod is involved in Beyond? I doubt it. That was a funny joke running earlier this morning. I don't think he's working for Hello Games, but I think he's been doing things like working with Dreams. I haven't been able to get into Dreams. I'm hoping to at one point, but it's just like with all that I'm doing, it's like, Dreams is not only like building stuff, it's like in a way almost coding things too, and like, oh my god, I don't have the time for it. I work 50 hours a week. I run a YouTube channel. I have a wife and 2 children. It's like, God, I don't have time. I don't have time for anything hardly. That's why my videos are like not as overly edited as they used to be. They're more just, here's a conversation, here's some footage I captured, slapping it together, and boom. Like, that's the extent to it now. I usually avoid mods as they're not part of the intended experience, but this is really good. And here's the thing, like, I love to mod my games. Especially if they're like graphics mods. No Man's Sky has been a game that I just have never wanted to mod. Like, even now, I'm not even playing that seriously. Most of it is just to explore the mod and stuff like that, but like I'm more interested in Hello Games' vision, right? I'm more interested in what they can make the game look like versus what somebody else can make the game look like. And I don't feel that way for any other game, which is weird. Like Grand Theft Auto or whatever, like bring me the mods, right? Like that's why I own a PC, is so I can have that kind of capability. But I'm with you there. Like No Man's Sky it's just like I've always hated the idea. But now I mod just so I can like capture footage and have something pretty to show for my videos and stuff like that. And I even confuse my viewers too, where they'll come in, or if it's somebody that hasn't subscribed before and it was like, is this what No Man's Sky looks like now? What is this? I'm like, no, it's just, that's the PC mod. They're like, oh, okay. Let's see. Signal trace, what? Probably somebody, or you know what, I think it's the... That must have been a mission thing. I haven't done that in forever. Noxious Planet. You know what? Let's go. Poison Planet, here we go. Oh, and by the way, somebody donated $50 earlier, and it's not part of the thing because that's that was through Streamlabs, and I think this is through PayPal here, so I think that's the difference. But so the goal is actually 75 to 100 now. So I don't want that person to feel like that their donation didn't show, because it does. It just doesn't show there. I don't know why. Super chats. I don't think I built super chats into it because I'm... Oh my gosh. These things are moving. I don't think I've ever seen these things so big. They're so alien. Invest in Obama coin? Is that a thing? Obama coin is running his own thing. Are these people over here? What is going on? I don't know if this is a glitch or... There's just two Viking just sitting out here casually like, hey, what's going on? I don't... Well, hey there. He just waved at me like... I don't think I can get to him. Oh, you know what? I can. What's going on right now? It might be a glitch. I don't know if this is part of the mod. Well, this is actually a newer version of the mod, so maybe. But let me hand over my multi-tool. Oh, and he's gonna give me this guy. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. That's okay. That one was shitty anyway. Yeah, I think it's a glitch because this dude over here is sitting in a chair like, yeah, I brought this chair with me. I bring it everywhere I go, and I just wanted to chill by this ugly flower thing that's pulsating above my head. Viking are my enemy, I guess. Look at these. That's incredible. What's up, Green Pizza? Yeah, no, wrong button. That definitely works for the convergence, doesn't it? Played this mod whenever I land on planets with giant albumin pearls, the NPCs spawn like this. That's a thing, huh? God, look at these big old things. Good lord. Crazy. You can tell they're bigger than normal though, because the textures are a bit stretched. Boy, the frame rate on this planet. I just love this. Look at that. Like, they look heavenly up there. Coder pressed the wrong button. Yeah, this thing looks great. Like, I just love the heavenly stuff floating up there. That's intense. There's the creators of the simulation. Whew. That's the problem with the mod, though, is it makes the frame rate super low. Depending on the planet, anyway. But man, it sure is pretty. Can I shoot these things? I don't think so. Wow. Run! Only concentrating on VR, everything else is a bonus. Yeah, see, I'm the opposite, but I'm really happy for VR owners. And I'm happy for Hello Games, too, for putting that in there, because I think it's going to be the killer app for VR, honestly. Like, it's going to be the place to go. Like, it might even sell units, honestly. I would love VR, too, but I'm broke as a joke. And I don't know if my head could handle it, if I'm being honest. Like, I could just see me just having just pretty awful headaches. These things are huge. Turkey dinosaurs. Look at those tail feathers. That guy's huge. It is. And like I guess I just don't need VR. Like, it's okay. Especially with how expensive it is. But, you know, even if for somebody like me who doesn't really need or want VR, like the features that are going to come with VR are great, right? Look at what we got with VR. Not just being able to wear the headset, right? But the optimization, the better interiors with ships, the fact that Exocrafts have interiors now, right? Look at that. Like, that's great. So I'm hoping the non-VR users get that stuff. That's what I want out of it, is the immersion, just like y'all said, the immersive pieces of it. Due to the online mode, yeah, just imagine NMS Online, whatever that is in VR. Like, I just hope No Man's Sky Online is like deep, you know. And from what he says, or what did he say for No Man's Sky Online? He said something like, many familiar online elements. That's nebulous as hell. Like, that makes me nervous when Sean talks that way. But I could see there being, if I were to hope, what he means by that is PvE, dungeons. I hope that brings up just deep questing or co-op, you know? Like, go to this planet, you'll be glad you did. Fight and kill these monsters. Hope you don't die. You know, stuff like that. Fight in this faction war. Or even a PvP mode, right? Think of like something like PlanetSide 2. You know, think of like, wouldn't it be cool if they could put like, you know, just this one star system, right? Has like 3 planets. And you just put 100 people in this solar system and just let them duke it out for territory. Like, I would love that. I don't know about y'all, but that would be exciting to me. That would be lovely. Colors on this planet are great too. Like, look at that just sort of blue background there. Oh, it's still fading because somebody's in my game. This is great. If I can relocate the light. No. Gotta make the light perfect. Oh, what do we got here? Play with Rift's Clouds mod? What is that? Rift's Clouds mod. Does it make the clouds better? Yeah. I mean, even 32 seems kind of high. Like I don't know. Maybe it's just me lowering my expectations, right? Like, No Man's Sky is... Hello Games have already blown me away with every update. Like, and even then I had pretty high expectations, but... Uh-oh! I got a little man. Come here, little man. Come here, big guy. Look at this guy. Look at... Y'all remember this guy? Look at how big he got. Look at him. He's my dude. How are you, my man? How are you? You here to play some No Man's Sky with Daddy? Yeah? This is my other spawn. He used to join me for the other streams. This is my little dude. What you got there? Yeah, his little belly sticking out. Pull your shirt down, dude. Does he say any words? No, but he drives me up the wall. Somehow still. He just noises right now. My first kid did that where, like, she didn't say anything for the longest, and I don't know if it was just because she couldn't talk or didn't know how to, or she just had nothing to say. Like, she would barely ever make noises most of the time. So, and then finally when she started talking, it's just like, okay, fine, I'll speak, you know. Alright, this looks great already. This mod also has, like, white terrain too, like white sands. But yeah, usually for No Man's Sky updates, I've been going in with low expectations and they still shatter them, right? So they've done pretty good with that stuff. I ain't even mad. Should sit down here. What are you doing? How was your nap? He just woke up, I think. He looks mesmerized. Oh yeah, he'll sit in my lap. He loves No Man's Sky. I was playing it the other day, and he just sort of crawled over to the TV stand. I was playing on PS4, and he climbs up on the TV stand where he can kind of hold it like this and look over it, and he just stared at it for like a good half hour standing there. He loves the galactic map. He loves that part. So yeah, he loves the game. All these blue crystals over here. That's crazy. And it's not killing my performance, this planet, either. Mostly. No Babes Sky. Now, that's the sequel to No Man's Sky. Or No Mams Sky. That should be the sequel. No, you don't think so? Let me back up a little bit, get a shot of that. Well, you know what kills me? Isn't there a mod to turn this vignette off? I can't stand it. There it is. Like, you can turn it off in the photo editor, which is good, but... And wait till that flying thing gets out of the way. Just this flying turd in the sky. He muted me. He keeps reaching up and touching the mute button. He did it again. He keeps pushing my mute button. Yeah, dude. If you have cloud mods, like something that makes the clouds better and something that takes the stupid vignette off the top of the screen, that would tweak that to me. This planet's nice. Will you stop? What are you doing? He's trolling my stream. Yeah, Plo, that's a good thing. You know what I think they might do? I wonder... he keeps muting me. Sorry. I'm kind of hoping they do... Your little butt. Your little butthead. Your little butthead. Mommy's taking him. Sorry. He keeps muting, like he keeps seeing the little button on it with the red light, and he's like, ooh, and he pushes it. But, I mean, I think it's fair to say that it's probably going to be procedurally generated, right? That's probably fair to say. It's going to be a proc-gen game. But I wonder if it could just be just one planet, right? One procedural planet, and then... Hiccup, sorry. One planet, multiple biomes. Yeah, like an RPG, that'd be pretty cool. It'd be really cool if it was like a... I don't think it would be up No Man's Skies or Hello Games' alley, but like a... what do you call it? Just like a full planet survival sim or something. Like it's been the apocalypse or something, and you're just there to wander the planet, scavenge, survive, build. Like it could be like an MMO type. The textures on this planet is great. Look at that. That's crazy good. Wow. Extreme night temperature detected. Oh, look at this. Look at this absolute unit over here. Look at that guy. He's a big guy. Space RPG. I don't think it'll be space. I think as much as they'd love to, I don't think that. I don't think they're gonna do it. Why is this thing moving? What? Wow. Yeah, they did a really good job with the tessellation. Like, and it really is very low cost. It doesn't really hurt the performance all that much. I mean, you could crank it all the way up and it could cause some issues, but the amount of hours I spent endlessly thinking about how No Man's Sky could be better. I've even had dreams about it. I'm with you too. Like, that's a majority of my YouTube content is talking about how I think No Man's Sky can be better. But in like an objective way, right? Not like in a I hate this game and the game is stupid and it could, you know, no, I think there's more to it than that. I think there is there's a need for quite a few useful things in the game that, you know, I think will be better. I love the aliens that have bioluminescence. I want so much more of that. Another one of those things that was supposedly not there at launch that's there now. Look at you, big guy. You do your thing. You get yours. You do that. I hope you out here killing all the ladies, eating all the grub, making a big old nest. Look at you. Wow. You've You look kind of angry, actually. You just want a pet in No Man's Sky? Yeah, I would like to have this guy on a planet of mine, but I think he'd be hard to transport. Look at how big he is. He's bigger than a regular dinosaur. Go get him, my dude. There's storm crystals on here, but there's no storms. Only a face a mother could love. No, I think I'm excited to see what Hello Games can do, and I think it's gonna be bittersweet too. Because that tells me with their next big thing that they're doing, you know, eventually they're just gonna stop No Man's Sky development. Like, it's gotta end sometime, right? Dom Species, thanks so much for the sub. Thanks for hanging out. Welcome to the LZ. But no, like, just think about that. That kind of depresses me a little bit. Like, just to know that No Man's Sky development is probably going to wrap up in the next year or so. Like, 2020 could very well be, like, it, right? Like, how long can this keep going? And I hope Sean, the way he was talking about being excited and not doing anything for No Man's Sky that doesn't excite them, like, I hope that wasn't code for we're not that excited anymore. I hope not. But it's got to happen sometime, right? Then what? What now? After all that, right? What happens at that point? You know what I think they should do, honestly? I think they should bring out some mod tools or something. And give the code and the engine and stuff to the community. Let them continue it, right? Sort of like Skyrim mod tools or something, and just let people go to town. Yeah. You know what? And here's the thing, like, Sean Murray might have did this or that or whatever that pissed off the gaming world. But I tell you what, now he's rich. He's rich. He's got a great studio. And he's got a great game. Like, think about where they were 3 years ago. Sean Murray looked like crap. Like, in the final days. Like, y'all remember seeing him in interviews? Like, leading up to launch, like weeks away? Like, he looked like hell, the poor guy. This game was killing that man. Killing the team. Like, the studio almost went bankrupt. Y'all, my God. I tell you what, I would have done exactly what Sean Murray would have done. No question. Haters gonna hate. That's what I have to say about that, right? And I still don't think he had the intent to put him or us or anybody else in that position, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, man. And so I think you have to ask yourself, like, you're going broke as a business. You have this super overhyped, well, overhyped in our minds, like, people are super excited for this game. And what are you going to do, right? The game's not ready for full release. I would have pushed that thing out of the harbor, built it on the way out to sea. That's exactly what I would have done. And he did it. I got to respect him for it. He made a hard choice, my friends. But here we are, you know? I like this white terrain. This is not something I see in No Man's Sky normally, so it must absolutely be part of the mod. And then I got Just Jared live. I don't know if Just Jared is streaming on Twitch or YouTube, though. So My man Loot Tasket's Loot Casket. What? Loot Tastic, I mean, is going to be picking up the stream here pretty soon. About 15 minutes. So if y'all haven't seen Just Jared and Loot Tastic for a while, this is his first time streaming in a bit. So be prepared to hang out with him too. Give him some love, you know? He's good guys too. He's been facing some hard times. He got into an accident, I think, here recently. Just some financial hardship and stuff like that. So it'd be really cool to see y'all go over there and give him some props. That'll be in about 15 minutes. I just don't know if it's on YouTube or Twitch. I'll have to find out. All right. That was a yellow star system. Let's see. That star has one planet. There we go. That looks good. I understand people's angers too. What I don't understand is that a lot of discourse on the internet today is it is without realization what the other side is, right? Now there's so many there's a lot of things where I don't need the other side. If you follow me on Twitter, you know I am shit posting about politics and stuff a lot because I'm passionate about that stuff, right? But like if I was pissed at launch, right? But then I'm like, wait a minute. Why am I going to think that a 13-person team with this tiny studio is going to deliberately misdirect me? Something went wrong somewhere. Look at this ring. Like, I just warped in, like, right next to this thing. But so much of the discourse on internet these days is just, I'm going to be angry about this thing, and I'm not going to appreciate or understand the whys and the reasons and the sort of details and context behind these things. I'm just going to, whoa, hello, pop in. But yeah, I can understand people's angers. Like, I don't want to downplay people's angers, you know? I understand to a degree. Like, is it a bummer that we had to wait 2 years for No Man's Sky to sort of fully realize itself, right? 1 year, 2 years. I don't know. I feel like next was where the game reached its actual goal and then some for me, but that's a look. Do you think it's possible for do you think it's possible for collaboration between Rayrod and Hello Games? I don't know. I would think that they would want to look to people in the mod community if they were to do something like release mod tools. Now, me, I don't want to be an armchair modder, or I just use these. Like, thankfully the mods are easy to install for No Man's Sky, unlike some games where mods are just like, you must put this into this folder and this folder, you must go into this config file and change this verbiage, and it's like, bro, can I just get a file to drag and drop? Thanks. My list for things I want in order: variety, space update, exploration, survival. Yeah, those sound great to me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think if you, and here's the weird part about this: so much of those things that you just said are already there. I just feel like they could probably utilize the assets that are already in the game to better enhance those things, right? Like, they look at this. I have a multi-tool, right? I have a multi-tool with a class rating, which is C, it tells me these things. Why can't I find these things in the field, right? Why can't I find these things buried? Why can't I shoot down a rogue Gek that's attacking me in the field here and take his weapon, right? I want to be able to show this to somebody and have somebody ask me where I got it, right? Because right now, like if I have a super cool multi-tool, I probably found it on a planet at a station. I probably found it in a space station, or I was somehow given it at a monolith or at a space station, like some random Viking gave it to me or something, right? Or I have to go onto Reddit somewhere and I have to say, hey Reddit, I want to find this cool multi-tool, and they're like, here, warp to this system and find it. That's fine, I guess, because that means somebody actually put in the work to discover it, and then they're telling me, hey, go here or there, right? Fine, but I mean, you have entire planets here that you can have me exploring, and then just give me the tiny pin drop of a hint that something beautiful or awesome is on this planet for me to find, and I'll go find it, right? The game's exploration is not built like that. It is exploration for the for the sake of exploring without the payoff most often. Like right now, I am exploring just to see cool sights. I have not really discovered anything other than things that look cool, right? But there was no treasure at the end of the rainbow for me, right? There was no loot for me, a person who was exploring for plunder, right? So I think if they just sort of seed planets with those kinds of chances, right? I think that would be cool. I think that would be useful. And yeah, a space update I think should be, and I think is probably their top priority right now. I think. I think that's probably what the third Beyond, or the third component of Beyond is. If you're asking me, is I think the third component of Beyond is probably something to the level of the Abyss or Visions, right? It won't be huge. It'll obviously be a greater part of Beyond, but I think it's going to be the overhaul for space that Visions gave for sort of aesthetics and what Abyss gave for bodies of water. Maybe even more, right? Like I want space to mean something because it's a space game. Right now it's a space game about planets, which is cool because other space games aren't about planets at all, right? It's like here's a space game like Elite Dangerous, and you can fly in space. Woo. Which that's not fair. Like they put landing on planets now. It's in the game with a couple of updates ago, which is kind of cool. But like the space faring and the combat in Elite Dangerous is super good, right? It's super good. It's not arcadey like No Man's Sky is, but yeah, I think I'm thinking that a space update is in order, right? I want rotating planets, right? Not orbiting planets, but just rotating planets. Because I like to, if you've ever seen any on my channel, I like to do time lapses. And not having a real rotating light source around the planet is really jarring. Like right now, you're seeing shadows sort of moving across the land, but at some point that just kind of stops, and then 5 minutes later, boom, it's nighttime. And then maybe some moving shadows for a couple of minutes. And then boom, it's nighttime. Like it's artificial. And you could see that in time-lapse footage. It's kind of jarring in a way. So I kind of want planets to rotate, right? Or at least have the sun move in a circular fashion. I really wish that they would remove the barrier from the outskirts of solar systems anyway, right? Because I want to be able to travel between stars and find rogue planets and eerie things that have no business being there, or I have no business being there finding, right? But, you know, you can't always get what you want. Let's see. I'm trying to reach Mr. Loot-tastic here. Where are you, Mr. Loot-tastic? Because he's going to be up. Actually, you know what? I think they put him in the schedule. Which I retweeted earlier, but I want to make sure I put some links out for my dude, my dude, Just Jared here. I'm assuming he's going to stream. Okay. I'll keep looking. This planet, like, I haven't even had to move for this planet. It's just been pretty this entire time. Like, every second has been stunning. I don't know how y'all feel, but this planet has been dope. Like, color-wise, it's been pleasing to my palate. Let me try to reach him and make sure he's going to stream. I want to make sure I'm giving the proper links. I'll hit him up on chat real quick. Okay. Let's see if he gets back. Because I want to make sure that I can give you the right links. I'm pretty sure he's going to stream on YouTube, but I don't know. Double check. Devlin, thank you so much for stopping by. Y'all were excellent. Guys, I am so happy we had this. I appreciate the donations. We received about, gosh, must have been like $80 or $90 tonight in like the first 20 minutes for those donations. So y'all are killing it, and I am so appreciative of y'all and your help. So thank you so much for the donations. Thank you so much for contributing. Thank you so much if you bought a shirt. That's super helpful. That helps the fam for sure. Because we actually relocated to Omaha a little more than a year ago because where I was living, my job basically shipped our entire building overseas, and they looked at me and said, "Hey, we like you, we'd like to keep you, but the only way you're going to keep a job is if we can pay to move you to a metropolitan area." And so when we moved out here, we also had a child, and boy, did that help. It didn't help. It didn't help with finances. So the help is awesome. Making content on YouTube, that definitely helps too. Just ad revenue and stuff like that. So that helps put food on the table for us for sure. But yeah, art style looks like gameplay from the E3 2014. Man, you know what? Those trailers. I hate those trailers. Because I like to binge watch those trailers every now and again. Like just like the first 5 or 6 trailers, right? Those ones that really grab you. Excellent music. Man, those trailers were phenomenal. And like I'm looking at No Man's Sky now, and it's a very different game than what it was from back then. But what's up, Blue Fizz? Good to see you. Welcome. I'm trying to reach out to JJ. I don't know what he's I'm trying to get Mr. Loot-tastic in here. I'm waiting for him to go live so I can pop a link for y'all. Where you at, my dude? He's scheduled. I just want to make sure that he goes live. Man, this planet is dope. Like, the whole thing has just been... I didn't even walk that far from my ship. I just got out and just sort of stood there. What am I up to? Just playing some No Man's Sky. Just enjoying the end of Convergence. There's my man. He's here. So I'm going to close this up. My part of Convergence is over for the most part. But I want to get you all to my buddy, Mr. Loot-tastic, a.k.a. Just Jared. If you're part of the No Man's Sky community, then you know who he is. He's going to pick up and he's going to end the Convergence on a high note. So I want y'all to show him some love. And I want y'all to I want you to go to his channel and I want you to pick it up from where I'm leaving off, right? And how you doing, Mr. Loot-tastic? As soon as you go live, I will pop a link as soon as I see a live thing here for everybody to click. Y'all go hang out with Mr. Loot-tastic, Mr. Just Jared. That's not popping up in my feed yet. Did I sing the birthday song with Cobra? I did. I wasn't in the Discord for y'all to hear me. It would have been pretty pointless at that point anyway. Are you on YouTube or Twitch, Mr. Loot-tastic? What's up, Thoth? Good to see you. Yeah, it has been a while. I don't stream often, do I? Like, I should probably do this more often, huh? Maybe like a once a week thing. I used to have a schedule, but man, like I just got bogged down with work-life balance. Like, it was killing me. Like, streaming wasn't even an option at that point. I'm not getting notification of you being live, my man. Either that or you're on Twitch. Where you at? Pop me some links. Or pop it in our secret chat. There it is. Aha. I've got a link. Okay. So, everybody, I'm going to bounce a link into the chat here. So, please, please, please. Please, please, drop by. Say hi to my buddy Loot-tastic. He's going to pick up the stream where I'm leaving off for the Convergence. He's going to end the Convergence on a high note, everybody. Thank you so much for dropping by. Thank you so much for the donations. That certainly helps. And bye-bye, y'all. Be good. Have fun with Mr. Just Jared, a.k.a. Loot-tastic. Give my boy some love over there. I'm going to pop that in there one more time. Please click that link. Head over. Hang out. Y'all be good. Happy Beyond, everybody.